Welcome everyone. Today we have a 15-minute hip opening flow. My name's Maria and I'll be taking you through your workout today. We're going to go ahead and get started in the middle of our mat, coming into a seated posture. And we're going to go ahead and connect those feet together, coming into our butterfly pulses just to start with and to warm up those hip joints. So we're pulsing the knees up and down. And go ahead and bend forward at the hips a little bit. We're going to go ahead and bring that left arm over here and then switch it to your right arm so we can open up and warm up that side body as well. A few more pulses here. We're going to take it to our hip rotations now. So bring that knee over to our foot and we're going to rotate. Trying to keep those hips as square as possible, using those arms behind us to support. Or if you want to challenge yourself a little bit, you can keep those arms in front of you. Again, just warming up those hips before we go deep into them. Go ahead and bring those feet together now. And we're going to do a different variation of those hip rotations. Going from left to right. And then coming to center, into our butterfly again, pressing those feet together and calming down. So if this is too much, you might want to put your hands behind you for some added support there. Just meeting yourself where you're at. And we're going to make our way into our downward dog. So walk it out a little bit here, getting it into our hamstrings and calves a little bit, which are also going to help us stretch out those glutes, and walk it forward into our forward fold. Releasing those shoulders, letting the neck hang, bringing some relaxation into that body. Go ahead and bring it up all the way to that sky for me. Reach up, and we're going to lean over to that right. Interlace those fingers above you. And we're going to go ahead and just separate those feet. Hands to our hips. And we're going to go into our standing wide-legged forward fold. So bring it down and up. Push those hips forward and then push them back. You may also feel this in your hamstrings. And then we're going to pause down the bottom. Bring it back up. And we're going to interlace those fingers behind us. If you don't want to interlace them, that's completely fine. Just keep those hands on your hips. This is going to be a full body hip inspired stretch where we get our shoulders and open our chest as well. So bring that chest down. Hands go back, chest opens, bringing it forward. And we're going to go ahead and just rotate side to side here, keeping those fingers interlaced. Bring it back up, and then we're going to reach down again. Both hands go down to our right side this time. And then move to the other side. Hands come down to our left foot or that knee. Go ahead and reach both those arms down. And if you want to grab those toes, interlace those fingers with the toes. And take it all the way up. Nice work, guys. Go ahead and bend that right knee. Bring that left leg forward. And we're just going to push softly into that right hip. So this is going to open up our hip flexor. If you want an added side body stretch, we're going to grab that top right elbow. pushing into that hip even more if you can. And then we're going to place those hands on the inside of our mat, coming into S, our lizard. But first, we're going to warm up a little bit, so bending those elbows. And then we're going to open up that knee by pushing it out with our left arm. We have a few variations for lizard, so the one that I'm in now is the deepest stretch. But you can always stay up on those arms. This one is going very deep into that hip joint. So again, just meeting yourself where you're at. And then coming up onto those hands if you're all the way down. From here, we're going to come into our pigeon. So just wriggle that foot underneath us. We have a few variations here. So the first one, we're going to keep that chest up. Just notice how that glute stretch feels. If it's feeling great, we're going to come down to our mat. So we're going to bend those elbows, take that moving pigeon and push up, adding some diadynamic stretches here. So then we can go even deeper into our static pigeon. If you want to take our third variation, we're going to bring that front leg more parallel to our mat. Keep that chest down and try keep that back leg centered too. Focusing on that breath here. That's going to allow us to go deeper into that stretch. Go ahead and bring it up. And we're going to stack that right left foot now on top of that left leg. So the ultimate goal is to put that right foot up by our left knee. But if that is not possible, we're going to place it anywhere along that leg. And we're going to add some dynamic flow here, so bending at the hips, coming down, and bring it back up. We're going to stay down this time. And move those hands forward. This is another very deep hip stretch, so tapping into that breath again. Letting that breath guide us deeper. We're going to take it back up. And go ahead and give me a few more hip rotations now. Just notice how both sides feel now. And then we're going to come up into our low lunge on our right side this time. If you want an even deeper stretch here, we're going to clasp that left elbow with our right hand. Or you can bring those hands down to your hips or your knee, just whatever feels best for your body, going deep into that left hip flexor. And we're going to come into our lizard, so bring those hands down. We're going to take a little flow here in our lizard, adding some dynamic movement. Bending those elbows, coming back up, bring it down, come up. Push that right knee out with our right hand. And then we're going to come into our full lizard. So again, just choosing what posture feels best for you. Whether that's the knee lifted and all the way down. That's going to focus on also strengthening that back leg. Or if that's up on our hands, pushing out that right knee. And we're going to take our pigeon again, but on our right side this time. So squaring out those hips first. Taking variation 1, 2, or 3 here. But first, we're going to warm up again with some dynamic movement. So bringing the chest up and down, bring it down, and up. And on this one, come down into whatever variation feels best for your body. breathing, tapping into that breath. Noticing what emotions, what feelings might be coming up. Not judging, just noticing. We're going to go ahead and rotate that back leg all the way around, coming into our newspaper stretch on this side. And then start to add some movement here. So bring that chest down and back up. And then we're going to reach those hands forward as far as we can. If you do this practice even just a few times a week, you're going to notice a huge difference in your hips. Go ahead and bring it back up. And we're just going to ground ourselves into tabletop position and take some glute rotations here. So bending at that knee, we're going to circle that knee forward and around. Nice. Take it to the other side. So left knee comes up. Rotating those hips, rotating that glute. We're trying to keep those hips as square as we can. And we're going to push back into our wide-legged child's pose. So stretching out those arms as far as we can, going deep into those hips as well. Big breath in and out. Keep wriggling those fingers forward. And then come back up. We're going to adjust here and just bring that left leg forward. And then we're going to bend that back knee. So this is called our hurdler's stretch. And this is going to open up our hip really good. And this is one of my favorite stretches. There's a few variations here, so you can either come all the way back like I am, clasp those elbows, or you can stay up on those hands or the elbows. This is a very intense stretch, so make sure you're not overdoing it. And we're going to come all the way back up. Go ahead and bring that left leg back now, right leg in front. Coming forward first, and then take it back like we did on the other side. So you'll see here the 3 variations that you can take. And just being aware that this will go also into your lower back. Couple more seconds here. And slowly taking it back up. Elbows and then hands. Swing that leg forward. And then from here, we're going to come down to our mat. And just bring in both those knees. Give yourself a big hug here. And we're just going to finish with a nice spinal twist here. So go ahead and just cross that left leg over top of that right, bringing it to our right side. And just rotate over to that left side now. There might be a few cracks here, and that's fine. Go ahead and switch now, so that left leg comes over top of that right. Trying to keep those shoulders grounded as much as we can on the ground. Then you're going to bring both feet back up, both knees back up. And we're going to clasp the inside of our feet, coming into one of our last postures, our happy baby. So pull the soles of that feet down. If you want to add a little bit of movement here, rocking side to side, feel free to add that too. And we're going to bring those legs up and controlled bring them down to your mat. We're just going to take a moment here in Shavasana. So allowing that body to let go into that mat. If you want to bring those soles of the feet together into our reclined butterfly posture, feel free to take that variation, but allowing those glutes to relax. We stretched a lot in this practice, so just resetting the body and the mind here, taking a little moment for yourself. If you feel your mind racing here, you might want to take this moment for gratitude too. And then just bring both those knees together. And tap those knees side to side, just awakening that body again. And coming up into our seated posture, just finishing with a few deep breaths here. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. Well done, guys. You did amazing in this practice. Namaste. And I hope your hips are feeling a lot more loose and you're ready to go for the day.